Hello all, welcome back to my channel Code with Ravi. So we are back again with the new series or new topic for discussion. So today we are going to discuss start a new series related to the Flutter development. So in our previous video we have covered the different approaches to develop the mobile application. So where we have seen the hybrid and native approaches, and for hybrid we have discussed regarding React Native and Flutter. So today we are going to start a new series related to Flutter development, app development tutorials for beginner, and we are going to discuss in the very first video we are going to discuss regarding the introduction and setup. So before moving to the setup, we will just take a little idea regarding the Flutter. So what is Flutter? Flutter is basically an SDK for building cross-platform mobile apps built by Google. So Flutter is developed by Google and is a cross-platform technology we have already discussed, and which is meant to develop the application for both iOS and Android platform. Target Android, iOS, and Fuchsia. So for an iOS and Android we are already aware, but for Fuchsia, so Fuchsia is basically another operating system developed by Google. It's like Android, and the main thing regarding the Fuchsia is that all the development for Fuchsia is done only in Flutter. So that's going to be an interesting when Fuchsia is going to be come to the market with stability. Consistent UI across devices and manufacturers. Yes, so all the Flutter apps are Flutter app UI is responsive and is compatible for all devices, either for the mobile apps or either for the iPad or tablets. Super performance, yes, because the apps developed in Flutter are the native apps, so there is no compromise in the performance. Now again the question is why Flutter. So previously in the previous video we have just get an idea regarding the reason to use the Flutter in a non-technical way, but now we are going to get an idea in a more technical way, because we are going to start the development or start developing mobile apps using Flutter. Strongly typed modern language Dart with strong modes. So in Flutter we are going to use the Dart as a programming language which is strongly typed. Same code base to platform Android iOS. We are, yes, because this is a hybrid approach to develop a mobile application, so same code base is going to work for Android and iOS. AOT compilation, ahead of time compilation, no JavaScript and any other runtime VMs. Just like we don't need any kind of VM to run, just like in React Native we need a bridge to compile all the code, JavaScript code to the native code. So here we don't need any VM or compiler. So no web view, no native view. So why we will see. So yeah, so that's an interesting topic, and so we are going to discuss regarding these in the upcoming videos. So try to stay in touch. Once your UI works, it just works and keep working. So when we develop an application using Flutter, that means you don't need to care about any compatibility, OS compatibility or anything. It's completely handled by the Flutter only. You just need to concentrate on the developing the mobile application and adding the new features and keep upgrading your code. That's it. Especially Android API is required in a lot of so many for simple things. Flutter was able to start from scratch and avoid previous made pitfalls. So what Flutter is doing, Flutter is also covering all the glitches or issues we have in the Android APIs. So you're going to see how the things which we have, how the issues which we have faced in that while doing the native Android development are improved in the Flutter. So again now moving to the next step related to the setup. So basically this is the main website. You can just follow related to the this website to install the Flutter. So Flutter provide the support for the development environment for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Chrome OS. So basically we mostly go to use for to do the development for using Mac OS, because there we got the compatibility for iOS as well as for Android development. But if you go with Windows and Linux, then we just are going to be limited to do the Android development until unless we have any kind of VM. We use any kind of VM to provide to use the Mac operating system as a VM. So that's another thing. So for the Mac operating system, so the other the other configuration we require: Mac operating system, disk space we need to 2.8 GB. That is just required for Flutter only for development. And beside of this, we just need the tools like Git, Xcode, Android Studio, Xcode for iOS development, and Android Studio for Android development using Gradle and all those stuffs. And now regarding the setup, what you can do is you can just download the stable zip folder from here, and then follow these steps to move this to the development environment. Either you can follow these steps to move it to the development folder, or you can just follow your own steps. And using these steps, you can set the path variable so that you are able to access the Flutter environment from anywhere rather than just using it from this development folder only. And once all this setup is done, now what you can do is you can just run the flutter doctor command, and it's going to provide all the Flutter related installations or all the requirements which Flutter requires, be the status, either they are properly installed or either they need any kind of upgradation or anything. So using the same wizard, you can just perform all the actions until we have all the go ahead from the Flutter doctor command, Flutter doctors. And similarly, if you want to go for Linux installation, so operating system is required is 64-bit, 6600 MB size is required for Flutter, and tools you require these fast curl files, Git, unzip files, and the shared libraries, which is all these for to support or to make Flutter running at right now. For install the Flutter using, we have different approaches. We can use the snapd tools, utility tools, and then using these commands we can make it set the SDK path for Flutter. Else we can approach the similar approach we have followed for Mac operating system. We can download the Flutter stable release and then use a similar approach to set the path, and then use the pre-cache is just like to, once you will set the path, then you can just make the Flutter environment to verify that all the installations is done, and then we can finally move to the do the Flutter doctor command to verify that all the installation is completed or not. Similarly, we can go for Windows operating system. So for Windows operating system, we have some different approach, because for Windows operating system, Windows 7 SP1 or later, 64 version or 32 or 64 bit, 1.6 GB free space is required, and these are the other tools which are required for for the Flutter environment, like Git, Windows PowerShell, which is already available in the Windows 10. So again, we can follow the same steps and then update the environment variables to make it available for everywhere. And then we can use where Flutter dart all these things to verify that if either the Flutter doctor, sorry, if we can use the Flutter doctor command to verify either all the installation is done or not. So these are the basic things or steps we can follow to do the installation. So in this series we are going to use the Mac operating system. So regarding the setup and all those things, once you will have all these things, then we can easily move to the basic idea. We can get a basic idea to start the very first program to how we can easily develop a mobile application, and then we can gradually increase adding the widgets and all those stuff. We are going to learn what are widget and all those stuff step by step, and then at the last we are going to create a full-fledged working application so that as an assignment, or we can say so that you guys will be able to get an idea or some fruitful results from this video. So this is it for today's video. So please be in touch for the to the next video for this series. to learn Flutter. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe so that I will get encouraged to record new videos. And yes, that's it for today. Thank you so much.